Good, happy Friday is Friday, October 17, 2025. I'm Riley King and welcome to WRMK News 12. Let's get started with this Friday edition of WRMK News 12 newscast. First up, two Massachusetts men charged in sexual assault of a Newport teen. Two men from Massachusetts are facing felonious charges after allegedly sexually assaulting a 17-year-old girl in her Newport home late last month. Police say one of the suspects later attempted to break back into the residence. According to Newport Police Department, officers responded to a 911 call on September 28th from a teenager who reported that a man armed with a knife was trying to enter her home. When officers arrived, they arrested Jose Ricarta, 21, and Andy Abil Garon Nolan, 20, both of Fall River, Massachusetts. Ricarta was initially charged with simple assault while O'Neill was detained on suspension of intoxication. Investigators determined that the men had been invited into the home before the alleged assault occurred. A physical altercation followed, though police have not released additional details about that encounter. Authorities said later Ricarter attempted to break back into the victim's home with an intent to commit another crime. The facts of this investigation, as uncovered by our officers and detectives, were very disturbing, Newport Police Chief told WRMK News 12. Juveniles are some of the most vulnerable members of our community, and these two adult males took advantage of that vulnerability in committing these criminal acts. Following further investigation, police obtained arrest warrants for both men on charges of aggravated felonious sexual assault. Ricarter also faces a burglary charge. Ricarter was taken into custody at the Sullivan County House of Corrections, while O'Neill was arrested by the Fall River Police Department on October 8th. O'Neill has since been extradited to New Hampshire to face charges. Deering teen sues school district over alleged illegal truck search. An 18-year-old from Deering has filed a federal lawsuit against officials at his former high school, claiming they violated his constitutional rights by interrogating him and conducting an unauthorized search of his truck for a gun that was never found. According to court documents, Jack Harrington filed the suit Wednesday in U.S. District Court, alleging that the Hillsborough Deering School District superintendent ordered the search without consent from him or his parents. The lawsuit states the incident occurred in April in Hillsborough Deering High School parking lot. It followed a report from at least one student who overheard Harrington discussing a prior traffic stop off school property, during which he told a police officer he had a firearm secured in his glove compartment. Harrington's complaint assert that he is a lawful gun owner and that New Hampshire law allows concealed carry in private vehicles. He maintains he never brought nor intended to bring a firearm onto school grounds. The suit claims the search violated Harrington's Fourth Amendment protection against unreasonable searches and seizures. When contacted by WRMK News 12, the district superintendent said it's a district practice not to comment on pending litigations. Tractor trailer rollover causes traffic backup on I-293 in Bedford. No injuries were reported Thursday afternoon after a tractor trailer's rollover on Interstate 293 in Bedford, spilling its contents onto the roadway, according to New Hampshire State Police. Troopers were dispatched to the scene around 4:30 p.m., police said. The rollover prompted authorities to close the two left lanes of the highway near mile marker 3.2, closer to the split for Route 101. Traffic cameras showed significant backups extending to the I-93 split, but the affected lanes were reopened around 6:15 p.m., officials said. State police said no other vehicles were involved, and the cause of the crash remains under investigation. And we got a little crazy video happening, a crazy story that took place in Kennebunk, Maine. Police seek man who took 7,400 that fell onto Kennebunk Road. Police are searching for a man accused of taking thousands of dollars in cash that spilled onto a road in Kennebunk after falling from the roof of another driver's car. According to Kennebunk Police Department, officers received a report around 6:50 p.m. Wednesday that an older man was seen picking up about 7,400 scattered along Fletcher Street. Investigators said the money had accidentally fallen from the roof of a car belonging to a young man who had just sold a vehicle and was unaware he had left the cash on top before driving off. Police said the young man's father went out to search for the lost money and came upon the suspect gathering bills from the street. The father confronted the man in an attempt to recover some of the cash, and the exchange was captured on the father's dashboard camera. Investigators shared images from the video on the department's Facebook page, showing the suspect wearing a solid blue shirt and brown pants. Police said the man later drove away westbound on Fletcher Street in a dark gray Honda CR-V. This is not case of finder keepers, police told Maine's total coverage, emphasizing that the amount taken makes it serious theft investigation. The incident occurred in front of the White Sails Inn, where guest Audrey LaRose said she witnessed the commotion from inside. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you, LaRose said. A good Samaritan would call police. It's just so sad to think that someone would actually go out there and think it was their money. Police said the suspect could face a theft of misled or lost property charge. Anyone with information about the man or missing money is asked to contact Officer David Brown at 207-9 856121, extension 1637. After Israel-Hamas ceasefire, Trump hosts Zelensky at the White House. Just days after celebrating an Israel-Hamas ceasefire deal, he helped negotiate. President Trump is shifting focus to the Russia-Ukraine conflict, welcoming Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky to the White House on Friday. And we are going to switch gears now. Let's take a look at your weather for today. Your weather today, sunny to partly cloudy, high 63 degrees, winds north-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies, low near 35, winds light and variable. And tomorrow, expect for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny, high 64, winds light and variable. And that is a look at your weather for today. And let's take a look at your traffic update, your Friday morning traffic report. Good morning, drivers. Here's a look at your current traffic across southern New Hampshire. We're seeing multiple construction zones slowing things down this morning, especially around Manchester, where crews are active along Route 101, I-293, and the Everett Turnpike near Bedford and Merrimack. Expect some lane closures and reduced speeds in those areas. Further west, there's road work continuing along Route 101 between Peterborough and Dublin, and again near Walton and Milford, so plan for possible brief delays. Eastbound traffic is moving steadily, but westbound commuters may encounter minor backups through Amherst. If you're heading towards the Seacoast, construction on Route 101 near Epping and Stratham could cause intermittent slowdowns, and up towards the I-95 corridor near Portsmouth and Seabrook crews are also working, but traffic remains mostly green and smooth flow. Overall, no major crashes to report this hour, just plenty of orange cones out there. Give yourself a few extra minutes for the morning drive and stay alert in those work zones. That's your latest traffic update. Drive safe, everyone. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into a sport. In sports, Golden Knights edged Bruins in high-scoring thrill. Sorry about that. The Boston Bruins fell just short in a wild contest against the Vegas Golden Knights on Thursday night, losing 6-5 in a back-and-forth battle that kept fans on the edge until the final horn. Both teams traded goals throughout the game, showcasing offensive firepower, but struggling defensively despite a strong effort from the Bruins' top line. Vegas capitalized on key opportunities late in the third period to score the win on home ice. Boston will look to bounce back quickly as they continue their road trip. The Bruins face the Colorado Avalanche next, with puck drop scheduled for 9 p.m. tomorrow. Bengals outlast Steelers in 33-31 shootout. The Cincinnati Bengals edged out the Pittsburgh Steelers in a nail-biting 33-31 victory, improving their record 3-4 on the season. After a scoreless first quarter, Cincinnati offense erupted for 17 points in the second, taking control of the game that quickly turned into a back and forth battle. Pittsburgh responded with a strong, secured half, but the Bengals held on late to secure a narrow win with a victory. With a victory, Cincinnati climbed to second place in the AFC North, while Steelers dropped to a 4-2. Olivia Richard scores lone goal as Berlin wins a field hockey match. The Berlin Mountaineers defeated Bishop Girton 1-0. Two second half goals left, Londonderries in boys soccer. The Londonderry Lancers defeated Manchester Central Little Green 3-1. And that does it for this Friday edition of WRMK News 12. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and enjoy the rest of your Friday. Bye.